Picture this, you're on a road trip and your fuel gauge is getting low. Now imagine two scenarios. You're in a petrol gas car, how do you feel? You're in an electric car, how do you feel? Did your stress level jump in the second scenario? You're not alone. I recently ran a workshop using Edward de Bono's PMI framework to compare electric and petrol cars, and what we discovered about our own thinking patterns was eye-opening. Spoiler alert, even with a tool designed for balanced thinking, almost everyone in the room said they'd never trust an electric car. Want to know why? Let me walk you through what happened. We used Edward de Bono's PMI framework, that's plus minus interesting, to examine electric versus gas cars objectively. Here's what we found. Electric cars, the findings. On the plus side, the good news. Zero direct emissions, cheaper to run, electricity compared to petrol, less maintenance because there's fewer moving parts, quiet and smoother driving experience. What's the bad news? The minus side. Higher upfront costs, electric cars are very expensive at the moment, limited charging infrastructure, will you find a charging point when you need it, longer refueling time, it takes ages to charge the batteries, battery degradation over time. Now let's look at petrol cars, gas cars. The findings on the good news side, plus established refueling network, petrol stations everywhere, quick refueling, only about 5 minutes, lower initial purchase price, lots of cheap cars out there, even new ones, proven technology with a long history. What's the bad news? The minus side, air pollution and carbon emissions. Higher running costs, more maintenance required, dependent on fossil fuels. But then something fascinating happened. Let's analyse the key insights and surprising discoveries here. Despite laying out all these points systematically, the group's reaction was striking. The range anxiety monopoly. The moment we started discussing electric cars, range anxiety dominated everything. It was like all other factors disappeared. People kept circling back to, but what if I run out of charge? Emotional versus rational. Participants acknowledged the environmental benefits intellectually in their minds, but emotionally in their hearts, they couldn't get past the fear of being stranded. One person said, I know it's irrational, but I just can't trust it. The 95% rule ignored. Here's the kicker. Most people drive less than 40 miles a day. Modern EVs can go 250, 400 miles on a charge, but this fact couldn't penetrate the emotional barrier, familiarity bias. People trusted petrol, gas cars, simply because they're familiar. I know where all the gas stations are, one participant said, even though they'd never actually ran out of gas. This revealed something profound. Fear often trumps facts in decision making. We weren't really comparing technologies, we were confronting our deep-seated anxieties about control and uncertainty. So, what can you take from this experience? Recognize your biases. When you feel strongly resistant to something, ask yourself if it's based on facts or fears. Challenge familiar thinking. Just because something is familiar doesn't mean it's better. Our comfort zones can be limiting to our innovation. Use data, not just feelings. Before dismissing new technology, look at your actual needs versus your perceived needs. Try before you deny. Many EV skeptics change their minds after actually driving one. Experience can overcome anxiety. Remember, the most powerful prison is the one we build in our own minds. Whether it's cars or any other decision, don't let fear be your autopilot. Hope you enjoyed that. I want you to challenge your own assumptions. Good luck, everyone. Cheers.